5-question quiz to find the contestants for tonight's games. We do have actual prizes for tonight's games. We're going to be playing 4 episodes of 2 different games. The first game is going to be a surprise, which will be revealed shortly, but it is trivia-based. And then the second game, after a brief intermission, we'll do 2 rounds of Jeopardy! I want to quickly give some credit to the people that have been helping us write these questions, because I don't know if you knew this, but I stole some of the questions from my stash for your game. This is Chris Kohler, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm gonna. Andrew Edgerton, Christina Rose, Cuttress, and Derek Mulkins all helped me with the questions. They're all previous winners on PAX Jeopardy! So if you win tonight, call me. We need help generating questions that aren't just from me. Also, the software and our main tech dude here tonight is Michael V. Batista. Right down there. With my Jeopardy! Software one year and said, dude, I can build you a custom one. And I went, what? Sure, go ahead, kid, whatever. And then 3 months later, he's like, here you go. Here's custom-made Jeopardy! Software just for what we do at PAX twice a year. So thank you so much, Michael. If you want to stream from your phone, please do. Those of you who have been here before know that we have 2 other partners in crime, Susan Arndt and Kyle Orland. Neither one of them could be here tonight, but both of them helped write tonight's games. So they said, if you can get anybody to stream on their phone, we'd love that. The hashtag we're using is PAX Game Show Night, all one word. There is even PAX GSN on Twitter. Is our unofficial but beloved supporting Twitter account. So feel free to tweet out anything you want if you have signal, and if you feel like streaming or taking any video whatsoever, it would help folks that are not here tonight. And I think that's all I have.
Hello, hello. The only thing that I have to say is that we have a list of contestants.
Oh yeah.
And that if those contestants, we actually reserved a contestants row for you, maybe your significant other if they're here with you tonight, that you can sit in and get ready and be ready. You don't have to sit there. It's okay if you don't want to, but if you do want to, you can. But you don't have to, but you can.
What if I want to?
You can't, because you have official game show hosting duties. But I'm going to tell you who the contestants are for the first and the second rounds of mystery games, so you can get yourselves ready. So for the first round of some game that I don't know what it's going to be, she only wrote down her first name, but it's Erica, and she's a fashion designer. If your name is Erica and you're a fashion designer, yeah, have a seat right there and we'll sort of bring you up, Yeah, that's okay. Competing against Erica in some game or another is going to be Todd Harrison. How about Todd Harrison? I'm going to keep them they're fine.
Sure.
And finally, competing against Erica and Todd Harrison is Dylan Tierney. Dylan. Quite well on that pre-show screen. Well, now that we have 3 contestants...
Do you want to call up the other 3 people, or you want to keep that until it's actually time?
Oh, we can keep it until it's actually
Would you like to tell them what the correct answers were to the question?
Oh! That would be
All right. So for anybody that got, these were actual Jeopardy! Questions that were on the show at a previous installation of PAX. May have been here, may have been East, I think. What? No?
Not actual Jeopardy! Questions.
Oh, no, sorry.
They're questions from our fake Jeopardy!
Very, very good. So question number 1 was, and everybody had 60 seconds to answer these without assistance. Music games. Konami's Games and Music Division was called the Games and Music Division before it changed its name to this. That was...
Big Money.
That is correct. Threequels. Skyrim was 5th, Oblivion was 4th, but this was the 3rd installment of the Elder Scrolls franchise.
Morrowind.
In Comic Heroes, Kick-Ass describes this pint-sized purple assassin as, quote, Dakota Fanning crossed with Deathwish 4.
Hit Girl.
Yeah, that was actually from the comic book. Cancel was the category. Peter Molyneux promised Xbox gamers this prehistoric survival game in 2001, but it was extinct by 2004.
BC.
That was a tough one. My favorite here is Erica said God something something. So no, we encourage people to take wild guesses because your first instinct is right, except for that time. And the final question was the Whedonverse. It's the name of Joss Whedon's production company. People who have watched the shows know a little zombie crosses by underneath the Mutant Enemy logo. Mutant Enemy was the name of it. So, we learned something tonight. Are you ready? Are we ready?
Are you guys ready?
Yes!
Am I on over here? Can I get on? Am I on the podium? Can you hear me through this microphone?
Yeah. Now you are.
All right.
Wait in a little.
No? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There it is. Well, there's nothing else for me to do, but we've given Michael the power supreme of unveiling the mystery game, so it's all up to him now.
And now, here's another guy who eats mushrooms that grow on bricks. It's Chris Kohler!
There's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying until you run out of cake. And I will keep on trying to save 6 of my video games from being taken away from me by these 3 contestants. So you guys can come on up right now. Erica, Todd Harrison, Dylan Tierney, come have a seat. Because you are the 3 guinea pigs who are going to be playing Win Chris Kohler's video game.
This is the first time, can you tell it's the first time we've done this show?
It is the first time we've done this show. And of course, I'd now like to introduce the host of Win Chris Kohler's video games. He is the Wheatley to my glass, Dan Amber.
Thank you very much. Dylan, hi.
Hello.
You want to test your buzzer for me, Dylan, too? Dylan is on the red buzzer. Very good. Dylan, where are you from? What do you do?
I'm from Kentucky, and I'm a writer.
You're from Kentucky? Did you drive out here?
No, I did not. I flew.
Good. So they have air travel now in Kentucky. That's
Circa 2007.
you work for StackUp.org, don't you?
That is correct.
Plug me, plug me, plug. What do you do? You're a writer?
Yeah, I'm a staff writer and editor.
Wow. Oh, wow. So you not only write the words, but you tell everybody else when they've written the words wrong. So that's
Precisely.
Yeah. All right. Well, welcome to the show. Erica, you're a fashion designer?
Yeah.
What kind of fashions do you design?
I make baby clothes for nerds.
That's awesome. Are you wearing something that you wore? Oh, no, please stand up and model this. This is a really awesome Samus hoodie. That's fantastic.
Can I buy that?
You can.
Well, if someone wanted to buy your designs, where would they go?
They would find a tasteful nerd on Etsy.
Fantastic. How long have you been doing that?
Like a year and a half.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And is that how you paid your way into PAX?
Yes.
Fantastic. I love to hear that. And I forget your name already.
Todd.
You're Todd. Of course you are. Because there's an S on your hat, and that stands for Todd. Todd, where are you from?
I'm from Everett.
Okay, so you're a boy. You've got the hometown thing. What do you do for a living?
I'm a stay-at-home dad.
Oh, fantastic. Is the child here?
No.
Oh, how did you pull that off? Oh my God, that's amazing. Congratulations. How old?
16 months.
Oh my God, so you have not slept in 17 months. You're doing incredibly well. Fantastic. All right, well, you're all obviously pretty clever, so welcome to the show.
So this is how, if you've ever seen Win Ben Stein's Money, which is the game that we're goofing on, actually works. And it is that we'll play 1 round, there will be questions. You do not need to answer them in the form of a question because this isn't Jeopardy. That's the next game. There are questions and you answer your answers in the form of an answer. And they're going to be worth anywhere between $50 and $150 of very, very fake money. But the winner of this game will get to use that fake money to buy one, maybe more, of my actual video games. We've got Final Fantasy VI, the original Super Famicom version. For the Xbox One, Dragon Ball Xenoverse. We have Cyanax for the NES, Shenmue 2 on the Xbox, Splinter Cell Blacklist on PS3, and Shining Wisdom on the Sega Saturn, the import version. So no matter what type of video game you're into, maybe there's one, and you're definitely, the winner is going to walk away with one. But if you beat me at the end of the game in a lightning round best of 10 trivia competition, you will take all of my video games away from me. The questions to you guys in round one right here. After round one is over, the contestant with the least amount of money in their bank account will be asked to leave, and I will have to defend my video games by sitting down with you and becoming a common contestant to attempt to save more of my video games from being taken away from you. At the end of round two, and it's very important to note also, as Dan will note again, I have not, actually it's my first time seeing this PowerPoint. I know the questions in round one, but I really want to stress I have absolutely no advanced knowledge of the questions in round two or the questions in round three. And that is pretty much it. These questions are going to be worth anywhere between $50 and $150, I believe, of my fake money, which you use to buy my real video games. And we can now, I believe, leap into...
You didn't lose money for wrong answer.
They do not, thank you, Michael, you do not lose money for a wrong answer. You know, I feel like you should. but you don't.
Them's the rules.
Them's the rules, and that's what we're sticking with. You've got your buzzers. I do want to educate you guys a little bit. I control the buzzer. I'll be sort of holding it down when I read the question. When I stop reading, as soon as I stop reading the question, I'll let go of this, which will let you buzz in. I'm going to have you each test. So, Brad, your name again is Dylan. Dylan, press the button, so that works. Erica, press the button, so you can see that works. And Todd, please press the button. And now you all know that there is no chicanery. There is no chicanery. So let's get started with the person who randomly happens to be sitting next to me. Dylan, you can pick the first category. This does not mean you get to answer the question. You still have to buzz in. You're just going to pick the category. Oh, and our categories are, as you can see, don't give Roberta no flack. This game is filled with bugs. I don't do a flying airship. I need a hero. And Super Mario. Uh-oh. Dylan, you make it first.
Let's try Super Mario. Uh-oh. Please.
$50 question. Who played Mario in the critically panned live-action film? Dylan.
Bob Hoskins.
That is Bob. You can answer, all right, you're so smart, who played Princess Daisy? This is just for Dylan. If he doesn't get it, the other two can buzz in. No? Nothing? Not even a guess? All right. Anybody else know? It is Samantha Mathis. That's all right.
One person in the audience was like, I actually like this film and I remember it.
Wear that in pride. Okay, Dylan, you are still in control of the board. Pick out a category.
I don't give a flying airship.
$100 question. What airborne squadron does Cecil lead at the onset of Final Fantasy IV?
Soldier?
It is not Soldier. Dylan.
Red Wings.
The Red Wings. $2 follow-up. What year was Final Fantasy IV released in Japan?
1990.
That is incorrect. You gotta buzz in if you want to take a guess.
93.
It is not 1993. Erica, do you want to take a guess? Go for it.
92.
It is not 92, it is 91. Can't sit around it, that's all right. Just get the that's all. Oh no!
Please stand by. We are experiencing.
All right, what's your browser?
Avert your eyes.
bugs.
Game on.
Dylan got still. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, sorry. Jeez. Dylan got the question. Dylan got the question right. You need I want to make sure you get your $100. Okay, you got your $100. Pick a category, Dylan.
This game is filled with bugs.
This game is filled with bugs. $50 question. Escape from Bug Island was originally released for the launch of what console in 2006? Erica.
I have no idea. I just want to press the button.
Good answer.
Anybody else? Todd.
PS3.
Is not the PlayStation 3. This gives Dylan an opening. Dylan?
Nintendo Wii.
It is the Nintendo Wii. Yes, indeed. $50 follow-up. What Wii mini game collection included games like Laser Hockey and Find Me? It's just for you. Yep.
Street Pass.
It's not Street Pass. Anybody else want to buzz in? You can guess. Nothing, no. It is, audience? We play. Dylan, you're still in control of the board. Pick out a question.
I need a hero.
I need a hero.
No one got it right, right?
Yes. $50. $150 question. Real-life musicians Tom Morello and who were featured in Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock? Todd.
Slash.
Todd, your $50 follow-up. Who famously sued Activision over Slash's characters in this game?
Slash.
Just for you.
Guns N' Roses.
It's not Guns N' Roses. Anybody else want to buzz in and try that out? Dylan.
Axl Rose.
It was Axel. Yeah. So that is $150 for Todd. Dylan has the $50 follow-up. Todd will have control of the board once this is complete. All right. So Todd, this is your last category. Don't give Roberta no flack. $100 question. How many games did Roberta Williams design in the King's Quest series? Dylan.
5.
It is not 5. Eric.
4.
It is not 4. Todd.
3.
It is not 3. It is 8 games. No $50 follow-up because nobody got it. So, skip right there. There is no $50 follow-up because the question was answered correctly. Yeah, so just use it. The answer to the 8 games.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Audience, you know the answer to this one, just for fun? Rosella! Yeah. All right, that takes us through the first page of questions. We have 5 more questions for 9 questions.
Please stand by. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Even saying the word technical seems to be a challenge tonight. Please avert your eyes.
There we go. I wish this was fun. Who has control of the board? It's Todd. Todd. Is it Todd? Yeah. I'll pull the audience. Can I pull a friend? It's Todd. Todd, pick a category.
32 bits of crap.
32 bits of crap. For $100. $100 big dollars. Fake dollars. What device upgrades a 16-bit Sega Genesis to a 32-bit machine? Dylan.
32X.
32X. What game about a hummingbird was released exclusively on the 32X?
Sonic Spinball.
It's not Sonic Spinball. Anybody else have a guess?
Really?
Yeah, it's Colibri. Colibri. It's a game about a hummingbird. We play a hummingbird. It's a hummingbird simulator. Dylan, you got control of the board.
A hero
Dylan needs some money.
Dylan needs money.
Amen.
You guys are really keeping us on track. $50 question. What fictional racing game features heavily in the movie Wreck-It Ralph? Dylan. Back to our other contestants. Audience?
Sugar Rush.
No follow-up question for you. You wouldn't have gotten that one. All right, nobody gets any money. Dylan's still in control of the board. Pick out a category for us.
Who was that masked man?
Who was that masked man? $150 question.
What a surprise.
What Sega Genesis game starred a boy who used masks to change into different characters? Dylan?
Kid Chameleon?
It is Kid Chameleon. Alright, Dylan, you're so smart. What Genesis game featured a headless mummy as its protagonist?
Sonic Spitball.
Good answer.
No, but if anybody else wants to guess, you can.
Sonic Spitball.
That's what I guess. That's what I guess. No, it's Decapitak. It's Decapitak. So Dylan squeaks out the monies for that question. And still has control of the board.
Arterial spray.
Arterial spray. $150 question. Saren Arterius was the antagonist of what game? Whoa, it's Todd.
Final Fantasy VII.
It is not Final Fantasy VII. Dylan?
Mass Effect.
It is Mass Effect. Saren's voice actor Fred Tatasciore also voices Nikolai Belinsky in what series of games?
Call of Duty.
It is called. Yes. Lots of money for Dylan. Dylan. Dan, follow up. Money, all money. We buy video games. I love it.
They're all mine.
Taking donations.
We have one last category, and here it is. For $100. For what organization did Chun-Li work according to her Street Fighter backstory? Dylan.
Interpol.
It is Interpol. It is Interpol. $50 follow-up. In Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, what was Chun-Li's Player 2 costume color?
Gray.
Gray?
Gray.
It is, sorry, it is not gray. Anybody else? Erica.
Red.
It is red! Erica, I have good news and bad news. The good news is you absolutely have a career in fashion design.
Yay!
The slightly better news is you got on the board at the end there.
Yay!
The bad news is it is time to say goodbye. You've made a valiant effort. Thank you so much for being here.
Okay. At this point in the show, I need to make it clear that Chris Kohler has no knowledge of the questions from this point forward. These questions were written by me and by our absent game show friends, Kyle Orland and Susan Arndt, with the express purpose of really sticking it to Kohler. At the end of this round, whosoever has the highest score will go on to face Chris in the 10-question lightning round for a chance to win all the video games that Chris showed you before. Are you ready to be a common contestant?
I think so. Can we change my name from Erica?
No, that's a tribute to
Yeah, really? All right.
I live forever.
I don't know if you heard that, Ernest. Today's game is brought to you by
Chris Kohler.
You know, funny.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to see it.
Sadly, yeah, that's good.
Sorry, Erica, but thank you for playing.
All right, our first 5 categories in this round. I'm going to switch over to the standard mic.
Katy Perry's dance partners, Off the Hook, famous horses in history, famous horses' asses in history, and sponsored by Newsmax. Chris, is your fake money? You go first.
I'll take the famous horses in history, please.
Famous horses in history for $400 big dollars. What does Geraldo Rivia call all of his horses? Red, that's Dylan. Roach. That is correct, Roach. Follow up for Dylan. Geralt. I haven't played this damn thing yet. Geralt, thank you. Geralt carries 2 swords, one made of steel and the other made of what? Silver. That is correct. Dylan, you have control of the board. Where would you like to go? Let's go with Katy Perry's dance partners. Sure.
Is that $12.50? $4.50?
Was that a $50 follow-up question or a $100 follow-up question? How does that work in the second round, Chris?
It's still 50.
Okay. Chris doesn't want anybody to get any more money than they have to. Don't ask me. All right, we'll go with $1.50. $1. This is not pricey right. Okay, Katy Perry's dance partners for Dylan. Well, for everyone, really. $300. The Land Shark gun is featured in what LucasArts shooter? Anybody can buzz in. Red, that's Dylan. Battlefront 2? No. Anybody else? The Land Shark gun is featured in which LucasArts shooter? Dramatically.
Yes.
Sonic Spinball.
I think amazingly that's right. Nope. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that it's Armed and Dangerous. Armed and Dangerous. Sorry. So no correct answer, no follow-up. But Dylan, you still have control of the board, so you will be able to, when we get there, please avert your eyes. Thank you for helping us beta test Quinn Chris Kohler's video games in real time. PAX Fest 2016.
Because we're not live streaming it, so
Right.
no one will know when we're finished.
Of course. Remember all that stuff I said about please live stream? Dylan, where would you like to go? Let's try famous horses' asses in history. All right. For $300, what Fable spin-off took place largely in a horse-drawn cart? Blue, Chris.
Fable Legends. Fable Legends is correct.
Oh no, it's not. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh! I'm sorry. That's why now I know the answers here. Anybody else? You know it's not Fable Legends. Green, Todd.
Fable the Journey?
That is correct. I really don't know how this became the follow-up question, but this is just for Todd. Red Faction Armageddon featured a rainbow farting unicorn gun named what?
Sonic Spinball.
I'm sorry, the answer is hashtag Sonic Spinball. No, the answer is Mr. Toots. Which is pretty great. Okay, so no bonus points there, but Todd, you now have control of the board. Which category would you like?
Off the Hook.
Off the hook. What kind of money do we get here? $200 for this one if you get it right. Who is Earthworm Jim attempting to rescue in the first Earthworm Jim game? Throwing some shade on David Perry. His creator's career was what the category said there. Anybody on stage wants to give this one a shot? Who is Earthworm Jim attempting to rescue in the first Earthworm Jim game? Ooh, a slug. Okay. A slug. No.
Who writes this stuff?
Susan, actually. Princess, what's her name? If you couldn't remember her name, it's because her name is Princess, what's her name? So, Probably one you probably would have gotten, in fact. Sorry. And we have one more category left in the round. Sponsored by Mucinex. One we were all assiduously avoiding. So we'll go for that one. Anybody's game. $400 can go a long way. What 16-bit game was subtitled A Pick and Flick Adventure? Todd.
Boogerman.
Boogerman is correct. Follow-up question. Snot lives in the backpack of and acts as a bungee cord for which video game hero? It's just to Todd yet.
Master Chief.
Microsoft is watching. Anybody else? Chris.
Earthworm Jim?
That is correct. Thank you, Kyle Erland, for properly shuffling these questions. Okay, that's it for round one. And I believe we have a second part of round two to go. Or round 2.1 is done. Now we have 5 new categories. At least they don't poop on your car. Hey man, nice shot. Up, down, sue, sue, sue. More arms means bigger hugs. And Skyther, I don't even know her. Let's see, who gets to go first? Oh, that's right, Todd was in control and Todd has the lowest money, so either way that just seems fair. Go for it, Todd, what would you like? It's not a diss! It's just math! Where'd you go?
Let's go with Hey Man, Nice Shot.
Okay. For $200, here's your question. High school kids access magic powers by shooting themselves in the head in what JRPG? Chris.
Persona.
Persona, I believe is correct. Let me check my list. Can you be more specific?
Persona 3.
That is correct. $50 follow-up question for Chris. What's the gun called?
Head shooting gun. The gun face.
Correct.
No, I'm sorry. The answer is it's a nude. No.
They get a chance to use that, right?
That's not the answer anyway. Anybody else? It's called an evoker. Exactly.
Hardly even know.
That's a thing. All right. Keep in mind that Michael Batista is a programmer and he's just cursing like, I can build a better version of this thing, I swear to God. I'm going to build a better version as soon as I get home. Stay up all night.
Well, not all night.
Red Bull, yeah, well, no, you don't need all night because you're a better programmer. I get it. All right. Chris, you actually got Persona 3 correct.
Holy cow. I'll take up, down, sue, sue, sue.
For 300. Lady Miss Kier sued Sega over the design of what character from Space Channel 5? Red, Dylan, ooh la la. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I wasn't sure if you said ooh la la or ooh ha ha. It's a little hard to hear here. So yes, ooh la la, correct. Sorry. That was to Dylan. And for your follow-up, what pop icon has a cameo in both Space Channel 5, 1 and 2?
Michael Jackson.
That is correct. Dylan, we're going to give you some more money. I think.
Chris
Yeah.
has $200.
Chris does $1,800. Yeah, Chris doesn't need it.
I have nothing. I'm just stopping.
Yes, that was a 300, so yeah. It's collaborative. It takes a village to run a video game show. All right, Dylan, you have 1,600 and control the board. Where to? Skyther. I don't even know her. For 400. Or 200. Complete this Pokemon evolution. Caterpie, Metapod. Chris.
Butterfree.
Butterfree is correct. Your follow-up question is as follows. What N64 game had you playing Shutterbug on Pokemon Island?
Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Snap is correct. Many days not going outside taking pictures. That's great. Okay, Chris.
More arms means bigger hugs.
Yes, it does. And this time it's for $300. Which four-armed character was the pre-order bonus for Mortal Kombat X? Dylan.
Goro.
Goro is correct. And for your follow-up, what was the first Mortal Kombat game to feature polygonal graphics?
Mortal Kombat 4.
That is also correct. So Dylan, when we get back, you're going to have the last category to choose from, and hopefully you choose wisely, all right? Because there's only one choice. So you really can't fuck it up unless you say something. It looks like at least they don't poop on your car is worth $300, and it's okay. Right. This happens all the time in classic concentration. You have no idea how many times they flip the wrong time. Just reminding you that PowerPoint is not built to run game shows. Okay. There you go. Okay. For $500, at least they don't poop on your car. This bug-fearing owl curates the museum in Animal Crossing. Dylan.
Blathers.
Blathers. That's correct. It serves up the Java in the Animal Crossing series.
Brewster.
Brewster is correct. The Antichrist 2. Give everybody their proper money. But Chris, I think this is where you step in.
I believe it is, yes. Well, Todd, I stay-at-home dad. I really have to say, I basically sort of did the stay-at-home dad thing for a while because I was, staying at home like 3 days a week. It's tough. I can't imagine doing it full time. So, all the props to you. Thank you so much for being here. But now it's time for me to kick you out. You've done very, very well. Thank you so much.
We will see if Dylan Tierney can win all of Chris Kohler's video games.
Oh, thanks. So yes, Dylan, you've done phenomenally well so far. Very, very, very well. You now have some inordinate amount of my money, my fake money, which you will be able to trade me that fake money for a real video game of your choice. But now we're going to see if you can take all of my video games home with you. And this is basically how we're going to do it. Dan?
Okay, the format is a best of 10 lightning round. We're going to send Chris into our isolation booth, which we call the hallway. I'll give you guys 10 questions. You will have 60 seconds to answer. You're each going to get the same stack of questions, of course. If you beat Chris, you win all of his video games. If you tie, you'll get an extra video game on top of the one that you have already won. Okay? Chris, I believe you go out into the hallway first. Can we have Landon and Travis escort him out, please? Perhaps whisper sweet nothings into his ear. Do you want to stand for this, or do you want to sit? You don't have. You can sit if you like.
You got this.
I think I'll sit. Thank you. I'll wait until Chris is good and out of the room before I start telling embarrassing false stories about him. Let me tell you about this. Was he like when he was a boy? Pretty lonely, it seems. Alright. Is Chris... Oh man, too soon, Mike. Are we good, Landon? Alright, here we go. We've got 60 seconds on the clock. We've got 10 questions. I'm gonna read them off. And hopefully you do well. I'd like to see you win Chris Kohler's video games because, it would actually help him to not carry so much stuff home from PAX. Are you ready? Yep. Okay, here we go. Which came first, Pokemon Blue or Pokemon Yellow?
Pokemon Blue.
What was the code name of the proposed successor to the 3DO?
3DX.
Imps, Cacodemons, and Revenants are all villains in which shooter?
Doom.
Yes. What was the name of the superhero MMO developed by NCSoft?
DC Universe Online?
No. What was the name of the Mario game for the Philips CDI?
Mario's Missing?
No. At EVO 2016, 5,000 people signed up to compete in which fighting game?
Street Fighter 5.
Yes. Atari released game cartridges for the NES under the brand of what brand name?
Activision.
No. In the Crash Bandicoot series, what is the name of Crash's sister?
Bash.
No. Who was the president and CEO of Sega of America from 1990 to 1996?
Howard Phillips.
No. In 1999, Billy Mitchell was the first person to score a perfect game of what arcade classic?
Donkey Kong.
No. That's it. Stop the clock. You got 3 right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Those are tough.
We can bring Chris back in.
Chris has to get 3 or better. Got good news and bad news, Chris. Bad news is you got 3 right. The good news is you might also only get 3 right. This is pretty freaking hard.
Well, I shall do my best.
Remember, it's just all of your games on the line.
It's only video games.
It's only video games. You only have
Stealing
the Rubbermaid containers of them
I
at all.
can't do it.
Are you ready for your final showdown? Lightning round?
I'm ready for lightning round.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready, Michael?
I'm ready. I'm not sure how point is.
Oh, okay. Well, if everyone could just write down how many Chris gets right in case PowerPoint fails us, that'd be great. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Which came first, Pokemon Blue or Pokemon Yellow?
Pokemon Blue.
Yes. What was the code name of the proposed successor to the 3DO?
M2.
Correct. Imps, Cacodemons, and Revenants are all villains in which shooter?
Pass.
What was the name of the superhero MMO developed by NCSoft?
City of Heroes.
Correct. What was the name of the Mario game for the Philips CDI?
Hotel Mario.
Yes. At EVO 2016, 5,000 people signed up to compete in which fighting game?
Super Smash Bros. Melee.
No. Atari released game cartridges for the NES under what brand name?
Tengen.
Yes. In the Crash Bandicoot series, what is the name of Crash's sister?
Lady Crash.
No. Who was the president and CEO of Sega of America from 1990 to 1996?
Tom Kalinske.
Yes. In 1999, Billy Mitchell was the first person to score a perfect game.
Pac-Man.
What? Yes. The ones that Chris got wrong, Imps, Cacodemons, and Revenants are doomed. Dylan got that one correct. City of Heroes, Hotel Mario was the Philips CDI Mario game. Atari released game cartridges as the brand name of Tengen. In the Crash Bandicoot series, the name of Crash's sister? That is correct, Coco. And Tom Kalinske was the CEO of Sega America during its glory years. Well done, both of you, but Dylan, I'm afraid that Chris has bested you on this day.
Dylan, you're done.
Dylan, you've done a tremendous job. You're very, very well. Thank you so much for being here. You're on a podcast, apparently? Is that you guys?
Oh, no.
This is a kind of funny shirt. Kind of funny.
Oh, okay. I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah, there was a
Dylan, I want to remind you of the video games that we have up here. Shining Wisdom for the import Sega Saturn and Splinter Cell Blacklist for PS3, Shenmue 2, Astallion Max for the NES, Dragon Ball XV Xenoverse for the Xbox One, and the import version of Final Fantasy VI, so you pick whichever one you like. You are the winner, but I am the real winner. Yeah, sure.
I don't have any of these consoles, so I think Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, there you go. And I get to keep my video games for another day. Thank you very much, Dylan. We have 3 more contestants. We're going to play another game of Win My Chris Kohler's Video Game. Let's have them just come on up on the stage. We got Andrew Graham.
There you go.
Ryan Philbrook. And David Dave.
I'm sure everything will work perfectly fine in the second round. Andrew Graham, it says here you are a server at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
What is the worst thing that
Wait,
you
whoa. Did you just throw that out there and then
when they were still trapped.
Oh my God. I don't get out of the American South that much.
Yeah.
The next time I
That's
go
okay.
Cracker Barrel and Stuckey's. For sure. Andrew Ryan? Oh no.
Not Andrew Ryan.
Andrew.
Comma, Ryan, comma, and David.
Okay.
People like this game so much they're leaving in droves. Bye, everybody. Enjoy the other panels.
There's a Bioshock question on the board. I feel like Andrew
Yeah,
Ryan.
yeah, sorry. Andrew, what's the worst thing that a customer has done to you in a Cracker Barrel that you can share in a PG-13 audience?
The thing I remember most is that something bad done to me, but like an old guy was uncontrollably having diarrhea, and I had to clean it up. And he was trying to play it off like, hey, I'm fine. And the wife was like, you gotta go to the emergency room. and then at the very end, like, this must like happen to you all the time. And I'm like, no, it doesn't.
I assume you sat in the booth and he just sat in stool.
Thank you. Ryan Philbrook. Oh, Ryan Philbrook's over here. Yeah, why not? Because I think that's how we have your names. If you don't mind. No, you keep his water. Ryan, what did you do in a previous life to curse you to a life in customer service?
I don't know, man. I have no idea, but I've been doing it for 10 years, so...
Do you want to say who you do customer service for, or is that against the rules?
Oh yeah, Cascade Tech, it's a credit card company. Oh, hello. Hi. How's everybody doing? Cascade Tech, it's a, we work on the credit card machines that you swipe all your cards through.
Thank
so when
you.
you have problems with that, I'm the guy they call.
So I can yell at you about this chip card baloney, is what you're saying?
Hey man, you're figured it out. What's
Yes.
your problem? Dave, you're an analyst. What do you analyze?
Data.
It says consoles, platforms owned, most of them.
That's true.
How's your Lynx doing?
Well, that would be one that doesn't fall in most of the categories.
Okay, good. No, you're really not missing much. Chris may disagree with me on that one. Do you need a Lynx in your collection?
I own a Lynx, but I feel no desire to buy any games for it. That makes any sense?
No, not really. Well, in any case, thank you all. You all did very well on the test, and I'm going to turn it over to Chris. Go for it. Start torturing people.
Sounds good. Oh, I wrote a whole, so Ben Stein at the beginning of Win Ben Stein 20. Well, I mean, it wasn't very good or anything, but I'll do it.
Do it. Oh, and now here's the only thing that Pac-Man won't eat. Chris Kohler.
And then what I was going to do is read, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? What can I do for you? I can put up 6 of my video games and give this trio of J-pop superstars the chance to take them all away from me, alongside the Riku to my Yuna, Dan Emmerich. It was that J-pop song from Final Fantasy X-2. Here's the games that we're going to be competing for in this round. It's Revenge of the Gator, an amazing Game Boy classic. Stop laughing, it's your game. Assassin's Creed, the Ezio trilogy for the PlayStation 3. Again, we're really trying to get as many consoles as we can in here. And you might be able to win Katamari Damacy. Beautiful copy. Let's see. We have, ladies and gentlemen, Shadow of Mordor for the PlayStation 4, in case you haven't played that one. I hear it's pretty good. And 8 Eyes, a real classic for the NES. And finally, by popular demand, I am putting out my very own copy of Sonic Spinball!
Designated driver, don't get it too high on the popularity.
Don't know what that guy said. We've got another round, we've got another list of questions. I've got an answer that I'm bringing up on my telephone as we speak. There it is, and let's go. to memorize everybody's names. Andrew, you, by virtue of sitting next to me, get to pick the first category out of these categories. We have Look Who's Bioshocking 2, Telltale's Heart, We Need the Dough, A Question for News, and Diseases, the video game. Andrew, where would you like to go first?
Look Who's Bioshocking 2.
Look Who's Bioshocking 2. It's a $50 question. What was the name of the single-player story DLC for Bioshock 2?
Minerva's Den.
Whoa! David Dave, you buzzed in.
I'm gonna go with Minerva's Den.
It is. The lead designer, $50 follow-up just for Dave. The lead designer of Minerva's Den went on to release what game in 2013?
Ellen DeMore?
Got nothing from David Dave. Anybody else want to buzz in? Andrew.
Gone Home.
It is Gone Home, yes. That's $50 for Dave and a $50 follow-up for Andrew. Dave is still in control of the board and pick a category now.
Alright, we need the dough.
We need the dough. It's a $100 question. In what indie game is the main character on a quest to get toasted? That is Ryan.
I am bread.
It is I Am Bread. Ryan, $50 follow-up. What specific type of cake did Parappa the Rapper prepare for Sunny Funny?
Chocolate.
It is not chocolate. Does anybody else want to try this out? David Dave.
Shrimp.
It is a shrimp or that is, nobody got the, sorry, I read, that was Ryan. Ryan, you're in control of the board. Pick a category, please. Oh, you see it, okay, you got money?
David's at 100.
David, get it, and with you go. All right.
Let's go with Diseases, the video game.
Diseases, the video game. $100 question. The educational Super Nintendo games Captain Novolin and Packy and Marlin help kids manage what disease? David Dave.
Diabetes.
It is diabetes. The game Bronchi the Bronchiosaurus is about what other chronic disease?
Bronchitis.
It is not. Does anybody else want to give it a shot? Hey, how about Andrew?
Leukemia.
It's not. Hey, Ryan, you have one chance.
Asthma.
It is asthma!
I've never heard a room cheer for asthma.
They're not live streaming it, so like next year when there's the asthma chance, you know, everybody's gonna, I don't get this joke. Dark. Okay, who is in control of the board? Me. I'm laughing too hard. Who got the Paxton Harlan question? That was David. So you're in control of the board, yes. Okay.
A question for news.
A question for news. What?
Ryan has 150.
Okay, we'll resolve it. How are we going to resolve it? Okay, we'll resolve when we go back to the board. Okay.
Control C.
So $100 question, we'll fix it when we get back.
Nerp.
We don't have to go back. We have to fix it at some point, but we can't sit here. Oh, okay. All right.
Bottom left.
$100 question. What do game characters Noob Saibot and Alucard have in common? Ryan. Their names are backwards. Their names are other people's names are backwards. From what game series, Ryan, does Noob Saibot hail?
Not a clue.
Not a clue. Andrew.
Mortal Kombat.
It is Mortal Kombat.
I'll take Telltale's Heart.
1 second, we gotta give you some monies. Andrew gets a little money for $50. And here's Telltale's Heart. $150 question. Telltale Games' first episodic series was based on what indie comic book? Andrew.
The Wolf Among Us.
It is not The Wolf Among Us or Fables now. Ryan.
The Walking Dead.
It is not The Walking Dead. Dave.
Sam and Max.
It is not Sam and Max. It is actually Bone. Which they did right before Sam and Max. No $50 follow because nobody got it. We're going to go to page 2 of round 1. Here's the categories. We have Iron Man, Fishing for Bass, Arts and Warcraft, Wake the Moon Up, Chrono, and she's Benedictine. I believe, I don't know, decide amongst yourself. Who's in control of the board? Audience? Audience here? Ryan? Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Fishing for Bastion.
Fishing for Bastion. It's a $50 question. The Last Bastion is an animated short about what video game? Right.
Overwatch.
It is Overwatch. It was released a couple of days ago. $50 follow-up. What developer created the game Bastion? That is a follow-up for Ryan. Okay.
I know this too.
You know it?
I know it.
What did it say?
No.
And tell them everybody, Nathan Dave.
It's a super giant game.
Super Giant
Yeah.
Games. That is money for Ryan, money for David, and Ryan is still in control of the board.
Arts and Warcraft.
Arts and Warcraft. $100 question, what was the 4th expansion of World of Warcraft? David.
Legion.
It is not Legion. Andrew.
Mists of Pandaria.
It is Mists of Pandaria. Andrew, your $50 follow-up. Nope. Is that what it says? Oh, I can read you the question. So just listen to me, don't look at this. A bear named Monokuma is the main antagonist of what game?
Warcraft 3.
It's not Warcraft. I'll open it up to everybody. David?
Danganronpa.
It is Danganronpa. David gets the 50. Andrew is in control of the board.
It's 100.
Okay. And David got the bonus? Yep. Okay. I'll open crowdsource this. Are we good?
Iron Man.
Iron Man. $150 question. What actor played Jonathan Irons in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare? Andrew.
Kevin Spacey.
It is Kevin Spacey. Very good, very good. What Spacey video game was the follow-up to Dragon's Lair? You get it?
Space Quest.
It's not Space Quest. Anybody else can sign in right now and
Space Ace.
It is Space Ace. Big money for Andrew, little money for David.
It's so even.
Oh, it's so close. That's like a tiebreaker question. So we have 2 more questions. Right?
350.
Okay. There's just 2 more left. Andrew is in control of the board.
Well, they'll wake up $, apostrophe.
$150 question. Who composed most of the music to Chrono Trigger? David.
Yasunori Mitsuda.
Yasunori Mitsuda. is that game's titular chrono trigger device?
An egg.
It is an egg! Wow! David, finally, she's got many demon eyes.
It's so good.
$100 question. What game's enemies include demon eyes, devourers of souls, and jungle slimes? David.
Dragon Quest?
Is not Dragon Quest. Anyone else? Anyone else want to buzz in on that one? It is, I will tell you, it's a hint, it's a video game. Nobody's got it, audience? Dark. Wow, I heard a lot of things. I did hear somebody say Terraria. Yes. It is Terraria. That's that one with the kids play. And we're sweeping past it. And folks, that's it. That is the end of round one. I don't have to think of a tiebreaker because we have a definitive scoring situation here. Ryan and Andrew, you guys have done incredibly well. And it's so close. But unfortunately, Ryan, with $300, it is time for me to say, take a hike. And now it is time for me, once again, to become a common contestant in the hopes of saving my copy of Sonic Spinball.
You really have put a target on that Sonic Spinball at this point. I'll be amazed.
At this point in the show, I do need to remind everybody, just as I did last round, that Chris Kohler has absolutely no knowledge of the questions coming up. They were created by myself, as well as Kyle Orland and Susan Arndt, our usual co-conspirators in this kind of thing. At the end of this round, whoever has the highest score will go one-on-one with Chris Kohler in the lightning round. So good luck to all three of you, but mostly the two that are not named Chris Kohler. We have in this category, I must increase my dust. It's thinking and it's watching you. Ape up or ship out. I know the name, but I can't place the face, and fee to get ready. Chris, it is actually your fake money, so you go first for real.
I'm gonna go with It's Thinking and It's Watching You. All right, for 300. What was the name of the camera peripheral for the PlayStation 2? Wow, right away.
iToy.
iToy is correct. $50 follow-up. Which studio developed the iToy game Anti-Grav? That's incorrect. Chris Kohler.
Harmonix.
Harmonix is correct. All right, that's okay.
No money.
No, Andrew,
I just keep my video games.
Chris just keeps his video games.
I got 300.
Andrew! For knowing the iToy. I understand. It's not a problem. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm the high visibility jacket to be the go-between. Okay. Who has control then? If Chris got the bonus, do you get control? Or does Andrew take control?
No, I think Andrew.
Okay, Andrew, where to?
Ape up or ship out.
Ape up or ship out for 400. Donkey Kong was developed to retrofit into cabinets of which unsuccessful space shooter? Chris.
Radar scope.
Radar scope is correct. A $50 follow-up after Donkey Kong, Shigeru Miyamoto created an arcade game starring which cartoon character? Popeye is correct. Nintendo would actually could not get the Popeye license from King Features, so they did Donkey Kong instead. And then based on the success of Donkey Kong, they're like, okay, now you're legit. Okay, where to? Chris.
Oh. How about I know the name, can't place the face.
All right. For 300, what's the name of the main villain in Borderlands 2? Chris.
Handsome Jack.
Handsome Jack is correct. Handsome Jack assumes control over which weapons manufacturer? No, sorry.
Hyperion.
Hyperion is correct. So the extra bonus money goes to Andrew on that one.
Chris, you have ready?
Two more in the first half of round 2.
Fee to get ready.
Fee to get ready. For 400, You Are Not Ready was the ad slogan for which US game console launch? Yes, David.
PlayStation 1.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. myself into it being a completely different answer, but you're absolutely correct. And your follow-up question is, what was the name of the spiky-haired mascot used before the PlayStation launch?
Polygon Man.
That is correct. David, the total out of that, I believe.
Categories changed.
There actually was one more question. Wasn't there?
Yeah.
I must increase my dust was the missing category. Dust Drivers is the DS installment of which fighting franchise? Chris?
Blaze Blue?
No, sorry. Anybody else? I'm taking that as a no. You can cut the tension with a spoon. Yes, Guilty Gear? Guilty Gear is correct. So David got that one right, and David gets the follow-up. Guilty Gear developer Artworks is also the team behind which colorful fighting game?
Blaze Blue.
Hey, that's it. Never close. Second half of round two, a man named Otto, not an Ottoman. We had an HR meeting about this. If you a few bars, who got the funk, and the mysteries of Lara. So, David, you were the last one to answer correctly. Where would you like to go?
Who got the funk?
Who got the funk? $300 worth of funk. Adult Swim recently announced they're bringing back this funky pair of aliens. Chris?
Toe Jam and Earl.
Toe Jam and Earl. Follow-up question. You are the last surviving human, or part of one anyway, in this groovy sci-fi adventure, also from Adult Swim.
Headlander.
Headlander is correct. That was all for Chris, so nothing interesting happens.
Hey!
I didn't make a mistake with David. It was 300 decimal entries.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna adjust David's score?
There we go.
There
What?
you go.
Come on.
Chris was like, hey, man. Okay, so Chris, you actually have control.
How about a man named Otto, not an Otto man?
All right, for $500, or $300, depending on the slide you want. Chris wants it to be free. The unlicensed prototype Crazy Otto later evolved into which classic arcade game? Chris.
Ms. Pac-Man.
Ms. Pac-Man is correct. It's true. In Ms. Pac-Man, what is the name of the female ghost? Sue. Sue is correct. So Chris is successfully defending his money, and now he has control.
We had an HR meeting about this.
We did. For $200 or $500. All depends on what you like. Physical bonus items like maps or stickers packed in with video games are known by what sensory term? Chris.
Feelies.
Feelies is correct. This publisher brought us classic text adventures like Planetfall, Trinity, and Leather Goddesses of Phobos. Infocom. Infocom is correct. Currently part of the Activision empire. Okay, Chris is shutting them down. You got 2 more to go, Chris.
If you a few bars.
If you a few bars for 35. PowerPoint was created hastily and without skill. What's the name of Jammerlandy's band? Chris.
Milk Can.
Milk Can is correct. What dojo running vegetable appears in both Jammerlandy and Parappa the Rapper?
Chop Chop Masteroni.
Chop Chop Masteroni. Hey, why don't we go with the mysteries of Lara? For It didn't really matter. In Rise of the Tomb Raider, the divine source bestows what gift upon those who find it? Yes, Andrew.
Eternal life.
Yeah, all right, immortality.
That's the same thing.
It is the same. I'm just looking. It's not on my list. All right, so Andrew, your follow-up. This is the sequel to co-op game Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light. Yeah, I don't know either.
Temple of Osiris.
That is correct, Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. So David gets the bonus money, Andrew gets the big money, but it looks like David is going to take it away. Or rather, take Andrew away.
Well, Andrew, you've done a fantastic job. I do have to bid you adieu, but you've really done amazing. Congratulations. You get no video games. It will be a pleasure having you here. You can have one of those pens. We're talking about pens. All right, now I'm in deep shit.
Yeah. Because I think Chris is a little scared of David, the data
A
analyst.
little bit.
He analyzes data, and that's
Friends
all
need
the
video
videos.
game trivia.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go on to the best of 10 lightning round, and that means that Chris has to leave us briefly. The armed guards, because armed guards have arms, are going to lead Chris out into the hallway where he will ostensibly not be able to hear the 10 questions that I asked David. You feeling pretty good, David? Because I think you got him a little rattled.
Well, we'll see what happens.
You're going for Sonic Spinball, aren't you?
Oh, who wouldn't?
Yeah, exactly. Come on. Just feel like now it's real. All right, Chris is in the hallway. You know how this works. I'm going to ask you 10 questions in rapid succession. You have 60 seconds to answer them all. I will speak as fast as I possibly can. And we'll see how many you get right. We'll keep an eye. Your name is player for this part of the game. So sorry to demote you. Are you prepared?
I am prepared.
All right, here we go. You ready, Michael?
Let's see. When you say go.
All right. What color is the top button on a classic Guitar Hero controller?
Red.
No. Who is Mega Man's nemesis?
Dr. Wily.
Yes. Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cards was the predecessor to what 2015 game?
Rocket League.
Yes. Which game spawned the catchphrase, all your base art belong to us?
Skip.
Okay. 16-bit sidekick Miles Prower is better known by what nickname?
Tails.
Yes. The events of Firewatch take place in which national park?
Yellowstone.
Yes. Bald Bull and Soda Popinski are characters in which Nintendo franchise?
Punch-Out.
Yes. What is the name of a large sphere that hovers over the Earth in Destiny? You can pass, we can go back to it.
Pass.
What 16-bit EA franchise mixes motorcycle racing with weapon-based combat?
Road Rash.
Yes. Following the success of NBA Jam, what was Midway's action football franchise called?
NFL Rush.
Yes. Going back to the ones we missed, which game spawned the catchphrase, all your base art belong to us? No. What was the name of the large sphere that hovers over the Earth in Destiny? You're out of time. Sorry, but holy shit, you got 7 is the correct score, right? Or did you get 8? 7. Okay, I trust them. There's like 200 of them and one of me. They're all smarter than me. Oh, yes, okay, yeah. Hey, Chris! Is 7 your lucky number? The 7 was David's lucky number. He did extremely well in the second round of the lightning round. And I don't know how much you really like that copy of Sonic Spinball, but I don't think you're going to have it much longer, my friend. All right, we'll let Chris get settled. You know the deal. I'm going to read you 10 questions in rapid succession. I will read them as fast as humanly possible.
Okay.
And all you need to do is get 7 or better. If you tie him with 7, he gets a bonus game.
He does.
If you get 8, he
And,
gets...
well, importantly, and then proves himself to be my intellectual equal.
Sure, okay, if you got a game that says that, sure. All right. Are you ready?
No, but you're gonna start anyway, I bet.
Pretty much.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Ready? Okay.
Good luck, David. What color is the top button on a classic Guitar Hero controller?
Orange.
No. Who is Mega Man's nemesis?
Dr. Wily.
Yes. Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars was the predecessor to what 2015 game?
Rocket League.
Yes. Which game spawned the catchphrase, all your base art belong to us?
Zero Wing.
Yes. 16-bit sidekick Miles Prower is better known by what nickname?
Tails.
Yes. The events of Firewatch take place in which national park?
Shoshone.
No. Bald Bull and Soda Popinski are characters in which Nintendo franchise?
Punch-Out.
Yes. What is the name of the large sphere that hovers over the Earth in Destiny?
Pass.
What 16-bit EA franchise mixes motorcycle racing with weapon-based combat?
Road Rash.
Yes. Following the success of NBA Jam, what was Midway's action football franchise called?
NFL Blitz.
Yes. What is the name of the large sphere that hovers over the Earth in Destiny?
Big sphere things.
I'm afraid not. And,
Peter Dinklage!
That answer was from you.
no, and I believe we have a tie. What? Wait, hold it.
On the NFL one, he said NFL.
He said rush, he said blitz.
And then he said NFL blitz, and you
I thought they both said blitz.
No, he said rush.
Oh, David, you said NFL rush? Oh, David. The audience has kept us all honest. I'm really sorry to say. I'm really sorry to say that the correct answer was NFL blitz. You're close. You may be thinking of San Francisco rush, which was...
Yeah, as soon as he said it,
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, thank you for being honest, but I don't think Chris is going to give you an extra video game anyway.
that's okay, because I'm still going to get the one we all want.
The color of the first button on a classic Guitar Hero controller is green. That is the first button.
That's an ambiguous question.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's it. Okay, I won anyway, so I'm not really gonna fight. But you said the top button.
Well, I had phrased it as the first button, and then I found somebody rebuilt it as the top button.
top button is like the
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
But whatever.
I suck. What is the name of the large sphere that hovers over the Earth in Destiny? Traveler.
No, not the bladder.
Don't get pissed off about that question. Come on. No, the bladder. You see, I was making a pun. Why don't you say goodbye to David and give him his Sonic Spinball?
David. We built you up and then the audience tore you down. I would have stood up here and told you that you have proven yourself my intellectual equal, which is no mean feat, and yet they just destroyed you. Knowing, and you can all know this, that I am still undefeated at the game of Win Chris Kohler's video games, which I invented. Because we messed with you, you can have one extra video. Please select 2 video games. Am I not a benevolent dictator? I came up with this idea in my kitchen and I thought, what a ridiculously egocentric, stupid thing to do. But I really hope you enjoyed it because I think it went off pretty well. Thank you, David. Thank you to all of the contestants. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. Now I'm going to get out of here and I'm not going to go far, but I'm going to turn it over to Dan.
Okay, we've got about 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, something's gonna happen.
Yeah, Michael is going to entertain you for 10 minutes, but if you need a bathroom break, sorry Michael, this is a good time to take a brief intermission. But if you're staying here, we've got entertainment. I do want to call out to my Jeopardy contestants, because it is now time for you to show up.
We actually have a mini game. If you've been to other game show nights, we've had little minutes to win it. But we have a special little mini game tonight. And everybody can get involved with the mini game.
1 second. I need my Jeopardy contestants to know that they have been selected. Do I have Daniel Van Beck in the house? Daniel Van Beck, you actually got to give me some heads up that you exist. I don't see it. I have Ken Rosman in the house. There's a whooping Ken Rosman. Ken Rosman, you are a contestant in our first game of Jeopardy. Ray Perez. Ray Perez, excellent. Congratulations, Ray. And Heidi Kemps. Heidi Kemps, you are the first 3 players on Jeopardy. Have a seat in contestants' row if you'd like. And we're going to turn it over to Michael.
Yeah, so we have a special mini game because it is currently on the West Coast 11:24 and 59 seconds. So we'll close it up and we will call this Game Show Night at midnight.